Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a nice weekend, and we're heading into a week with much nicer weather. Of course, it's now June, and it looks like the month is going to be starting off with some overall really, really nice conditions. So thanks, everybody, for joining. Again, it's pretty nice out there as we start off the week, tracking a couple showers that have been moving through the area. If you're watching from the Augusta area, probably raining where you are. Same story up in the mountains and maybe down towards mid-coast Maine. Still a couple showers lingering there, but otherwise things have dried out pretty nicely and will continue to do so through the day. Just a couple showers for now. By lunchtime, these should be mostly done, and we're looking nice and quiet as we head through the rest of the day. So overall, pretty good start to the week, and the weather only gets better from here. So looking much, much nicer as we head later into the week. So here's what we've got on the agenda for our weather this week. Got a nice warm up on the way. True summer temperatures are going to be moving on in for tomorrow, all the way through the end of the work week. So we're going to see highs in the 70s and the 80s for Tuesday, all the way through Friday. Overall, very nice weather during that stretch as well. Although on Thursday, could see some storms, maybe a couple of them ending up on the stronger side, all depending on how a cold front ends up trending on Thursday. And then I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, or hate to rain on our parade, but we very well could see another wet weekend with the potential for some more rain as we get into Saturday, although it may end up not being a bad weekend. So again, it's still Monday, so plenty of time for that forecast to improve. And of course, plenty of time for it to get even wetter, but we're hoping for the positive changes to the forecast as we head through this week. So overall, very nice weather in store for much of the week. That includes today. Once we wrap up a couple of these showers this morning, we're in the upper 60s for this afternoon in Portland, 70 in Lewiston today, 71 in Freiburg, will be right around 70 in Sanford. So all very nice out there this afternoon. There will be a good amount of sunshine. It does look mainly sunny. There will likely be a few puffy clouds around. Otherwise, though, it is just going to be a very nice day for our Monday. But I think many of us will be happy to know that this is the coolest day that we've got in store this week, and it's already pretty nice and warm. So we've got a really nice warming trend on the way. So as I mentioned, any showers you might be seeing out there this morning, pushing on out after lunchtime, were really nice for the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the upper 60s or lower 70s. Looks like a pretty good day for our Monday afternoon. Great weather to get outdoors. Not as unsettled as the weekend, not as blustery as yesterday, even though our Sunday was pretty nice. Then as we head into Tuesday, if you like the warm weather, you'll like Tuesday's forecast as we wake up to temperatures quickly warming into the 60s. And by Tuesday afternoon, we are pushing into the 70s. And some of us might even be nearing 80 degrees away from the coastline. So looking really, really nice by the time we get into Tuesday afternoon. And it will be nice and sunny as well. So great day on the way for our Tuesday. Wednesday going to pick right up where Tuesday left off. Looking really nice and sunny and warm as well, with high temperatures approaching the 80s in many spots. And notice if you follow my mouse cursor here, yeah, could get pretty toasty, maybe some mid 80s, even upper 80s, not out of the question later on this week. So looking very nice and warm beyond today, all the way through the end of the work week. So some great weather on the way for Tuesday and for Wednesday, with plenty of sun and those nice warm temperatures as well. Now, there is one wrench that might be thrown into this overall pretty nice forecast, and that is the Canadian wildfire smoke. Now, here in Maine, we've been pretty lucky over the weekend because we were getting not so nice weather. We've sort of been in this hole in the smoke. There's been so much wildfire smoke over the United States over the past few days, but we've avoided it here in Maine because of the circulation of the low pressure area that was over us. It sort of pushed all the smoke around Maine, and you can see that here in our satellite, all those arrows pointing at the smoke wrapping around the state. but not really impacting us at this point. However, as we head later into the week, it does look likely that some of that smoke will be moving on in. So let's track that out. We're going to see potentially a little bit of it this afternoon. It's very high up in the sky, so not impacting air quality. But if you notice the sky's a little bit milky, a little hazy, that is the reason here as we head into this afternoon with the chance for some milkiness in the skies. And then look what we've got in store as we head later into the week. Tuesday should be pretty nice and clear, not really expecting much in the way of smoke in the skies, but Wednesday, yeah, different story. It looks like that smoke could get pretty thick across the state up in the sky. So expect a very milky sky, very red sun at sunrise and at sunset as we head into our Wednesday. So yeah, not the prettiest smoke forecast here. The good news is it's likely to be high above our heads, not really impacting air quality on Wednesday. So that's some good news here about our smoke forecast. But again, could be hazy at times as we head later into the week. Now, again, the big story is the summer temperatures, which are finally going to be returning here. We've got warm weather arriving tomorrow and continuing into Wednesday, and it looks really nice through the rest of the week as well as high pressure takes over. Nice warm temperatures are expected with plenty of sunshine as well. The only downside or caveat to that is Thursday, where there will likely be some afternoon storms. And again, we're watching that chance that maybe a couple of them could end up on the stronger side. So stay tuned as we get closer to Thursday. We'll be watching for that potential for some strong storms, but otherwise a great week of weather. So here's a look at our temperature trend along the coastline. Will be a little cooler, but still very nice. 70s returning tomorrow. In the 70s on Wednesday, upper 70s to right around 80 Thursday and Friday, and then a little cooler Saturday as, of course, we are tracking some rain yet again. And away from the coastline, we are also seeing a really nice warming trend right around 80 on Wednesday, mid 80s, even upper 80s on Thursday, low to mid 80s on Friday, and then a little cooler as we get into Saturday, but still very comfortable with those highs remaining in the 70s. So overall looking really nice through this week. If you've been waiting for real summer temperature arrival, this week has that for you. So looking really nice here and very nice and warm, especially Wednesday and Thursday. And really Friday too does look very warm as well. So here's a look at precipitation chances. Again, slight chance of a shower today, mainly through lunchtime. So the next hour or so could continue to see that potential, but mostly a dry day. Tuesday, Wednesday are dry. Thursday, we're watching the chance of that afternoon storm or two. Again, we're watching for maybe one or two of them to become strong, maybe some gusty winds, some hail possible as well. It's still a little early, but again, stay tuned as we continue to watch Thursday's forecast. And then as we get towards the end of the week, yeah, Friday night into Saturday, we do see the potential for some more rain in the forecast. Hoping it ends up nicer and we keep most of the rain Friday night and not on Saturday. Still definitely up in the air with the weekend forecast, but again, there's a good chance that we do see our potentially 11th or even 12th Saturday in a row in some spots with some wet weather. So yeah, we don't want to hear that, but it is a possibility as we head through this week. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, really nice. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all great days. 70s on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Near 80 on Thursday. We are watching that potential, though, of some afternoon showers or storms. Friday looks dry, but it does look like some more rain will move in Friday night, and we will be very warm otherwise with highs in the upper 70s along the coast. Watching that shower potential Saturday, but look at Sunday. Nice weather does come back pretty quickly. We're in the mid 70s with sunshine as we head into the second half of the weekend and away from the coast. Also looking really nice, very warm, very summer-like all week. Mid 70s Tuesday, 80s by Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Again, watching that storm potential Thursday and then watching the rain this weekend, hoping things end up nicer. Saturday is going to be one of those days where if we get into the sun, it will likely be very warm. If it stays cloudy, probably only in the upper 60s to around 70. So again, a lot in flux for our Saturday forecast. So stay tuned as we head through this week. And then Sunday, looking beautiful, nearing 80 again with plenty of sunshine. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Again, nice weather for the most part this week. We'll keep you posted on if there is the chance for some strong storms on Thursday, but otherwise looks like a pretty good week of weather to get out and enjoy. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. And of course, we'll keep you posted on the forecast on air and here online as well. So enjoy the rest of your Monday and enjoy the rest of the week as well.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.